Stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, man, oh, there with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on smash, put on the gas, I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Go!
At their own 24-yard line.
On the set. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go, D. Kill. Hey, turn it out. He's checking. Crash.
On 1st and 10, Fountain. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mike, 53, Mike. I'm going to run you over. Big rip.
Throwing again. Fountain. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
Ready to break. 53 is the mic. I'm coming after you. Shift. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Watch the run. Jam him. Show an A.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fountain. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
He runs.
Go.
Throwing after the interception. Fountain. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey, Alpha.
Check nickel. Check three.
From the gun, Fountain. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 1. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Ready.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Ready.
Back to throw. Fountain. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Let's go.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Come on, set.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Operating from the gun. Fountain into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. Touchdown. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. Do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down. Watch 18 Gator. Watch tight end. Watch Topper. Check 99. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, baby. I see you.
A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 15 Lonnie.
54. Mike, 54.
Blue draw Coco.
Let's go. We got this.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready, set, 4, Bravo, 5-4.
Stop your whining.
Mike 54.
To throw on third down. Bryant. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Off play action. Fountain. And that'll be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
To throw again. Fountain. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Check. Check 26, check 26.
25-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, able to avoid him. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 35. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down. Bryant, that's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Get your swerve on. Go. We got it. We got it. We got it.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike, 50.
High 7, high 7.
54.
Get in the right. Get in the right room.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Switch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Ready, 54. Mike's 54. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Tighten up. Tighten up. Whip. Watch the whip. Right there. Delta. Right there. 54 Mike.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear. Is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Boys, let's go. Let's go.
Down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Now.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way,
and now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Mike, 54.
I'm coming. Next box. Mike. Check. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on, fellas.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Just like that.
Check 52.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
22, Jet Bomber. 22, Jet Bomber. Fofo's a Mike. Mike's Fofo. Hunt, 64. Weak.
I smell fear in that offense. Under 10, under 10, 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Room here to run. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. No problem there on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
44 to Mike.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready. 91. 50. Bring it. Bring it.
And to give this time to the tailback. Into the secondary again. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll try to run this one in. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Go, D. Let's go.
49, check 49, check 49.
Hey, watch edge, watch edge.
They'll run it with Kamara, and I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
36, 36.
Check 37.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Zoom.
Off the play fake. Bryant. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Fielded at the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give them a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Here's second and 8. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. From the gun, Fountain. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Kamara now to return.
Keep playing hard.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Got it. 50, Mike 50. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check. Check hot route. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Yeah. Rip left, rip left. 6-6.
On first down, Bryant looking for Campbell downfield. He's got it at the 15. A huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the 18-yard line.
Down. 50, Mike. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. You ain't going nowhere. Tight end right, tight end right. 3 down, 3 down. Peek the edge, peek the edge, peek the edge. 80 weapon. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Looking to throw on second down. Bryant buying time to his left. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 16 yards, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
We got 6.
A great play there. Taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Fielded about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun. Fountain. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Come on,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Twist.
Hey, Echo.
Hey.
Go.
From the gun, Fountain. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun, Bryant. Over the middle, complete. It's Burgess. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough.
Hey, switch gears.
Throwing on 1st down, Bryant. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Fresno. 61. Matchbox. Light. Shut up.
Looking to throw. Bryant. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Watch out.
Back to throw. Bryant escaping the pressure right. Floating one, incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Wide, get wide.
66, bullet, high.
Off play action. Bryant. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Yeah, baby.
Made by Monte Nicholson. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Charlie. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. Here we go. 40,
From the gun, Bryant under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Miles Jack with a sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Bryant looking for Campbell downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And his kick here is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
You know why this team showed up?
2nd and 3. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 50.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Fountain. The open man is Westbrook. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Got it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
From the gun, Fountain. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Right here.
53.
Back to throw. Fountain under pressure again, and down he goes again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's how we do, D.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Back, back, back. Hey, seam six.
Let's go, let's go.
Be triple.
Operating from the gun, Fountain. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Look at me. Go. Hit it.
Again, it's Fournette. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
Looking to throw. Fountain. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go.
Hey, exit.
Slam. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 3rd down, Fountain. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Gone.
Watch the pass.
Tight dog. Get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
All day, baby. All day.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for.